Walking into Jamie Wyeth, Unsettled, at the Friar Art Museum feels like stepping through a hidden door in American realism, one that leads not to the sunlit coast and the pastoral charm for which Wyeth is often celebrated, but into a darker, more psychologically charged world. In this strikingly curated exhibition, nearly 50 works trace the deeper emotional undercurrents of Wyeth's six-decade career. Jamie Wyeth was born into American art royalty, the son of Andrew Wyeth and a grandson of N.C. Wyeth. His artistic inheritance is undeniable. Yet Jamie has never simply followed in the footsteps of his predecessors. Where N.C. created mythic illustrations and Andrew honed a stock of almost poetic realism, Jamie's world is more theatrical, more cinematic. Unsettled shows us that Jamie Wyeth's eye is not merely observational, but psychological. It reveals a narrative bent that pulls viewers into stories layered with tension, ambiguity, and even the supernatural. This is realism, yes, but realism tinged with anxiety. The exhibition is an excavation of unease, pulling back the curtain on works that simmer with emotional tension. Haunting portraits stare back with expressions that resist easy interpretation. Landscapes, many set along the rugged Maine coast of the woods of Pennsylvania, carry a sense of foreboding as if something just happened or is about to. The snow uncovers Wyeth's consistent fascination with what lies beneath the surface, be it the emotional complexity of his human subjects or the eerie stillness of abandoned rural settings. One striking example is his portrait of the late artist Andy Warhol. Rather than mimic Warhol's flashy pop persona, Wyeth presents a version of a man stripped bare, introverted, almost spectral. In another piece, a pig gazes at us with a human-like intensity, blurring the line between animals and person, between innocence and threat. Elsewhere, fountain ships drift in seas of moonlight, and bounds seems to echo with unspoken histories. What makes Unsettled so impactful is not just the imaginary but Wyeth's technique. His brushwork ranges from highly detailed to gestural and loose, often carefully tuned to the emotional registers of the subject. The palette, often earthy and muted, adds to the heavy atmosphere. Shadows aren't just visual elements, they're emotional forces. It is tempting to read Unsettled as a departure from Wyeth's battered down coastal idyls and nostalgic Americana. But in truth, this show reveals a continuity, a thread of disquiet that's been quietly running through his work all along. Even the most picturesque of Wyeth's scenes have always held something beneath, a tension, a flicker of ambiguity. This exhibition simply brings that subject to the surface. In the context of Seattle, a city known for its moody skies and complex relationship with nature, Unsettled feels right at home. The Friar's intimate galleries amplify the psychological closeness of the works. The show doesn't shout, it whispers. And in those whispers, viewers find themselves drawn into their own reflection on solitude, melancholy, memory, and emotional rite of landscape. This exhibition is not just a powerful reminder of Wyeth's rage as an artist. It is a necessary correction to how his career is often understood. It repositions him not just as a painter of the American experience, but as one of its most nuanced and unsettling narrators. For anyone seeking art that lingers beyond the frame, art that quietly haunts long after you have walked away, this exhibition is not to be missed.